In a remote village in South Sulawesi, let's call it Konoha Village, there lives an old man named Usman's grandfather who is famous for his strange pets. Instead of chickens or goats, he keeps a giant snail whose name is Turbo. Now, Turbo is no ordinary garden snail, he really loves dangdut music. Every afternoon, Grandpa Usman would sit on the porch of his log house and put the old radio next to him, and Turbo would slowly slide closer to the antenna that swayed to the beat of the drums. One day, Konoha Village held a areca nut climbing competition to celebrate Independence Day. All the villagers were excited, including Grandpa Usman. Of course, he couldn't possibly climb the pole in his old age. But he has a brilliant, or perhaps a little uncontrollable, idea.
Turbo, Grandpa Usman said, patting his snail's slimy shell, you're going to enter the competition, okay?
Turbo, who was engrossed in listening to the song Goyang Dumong, only made a soft jifying sound, which could mean a deal or just pure enjoyment from the vibration of the speakers. The day of the competition arrived. Participants are ready with all sorts of slippery strategies and coconut oil. Suddenly, Grandpa Usman appeared, leading Turbo with a large rope. Everyone was stunned. Where did this contestant come from, Grandpa? A young man asked, looking bewildered. This is my champion, Grandpa Usman replied proudly, patting Turbo's shell. His name is Turbo, and he's an excellent climber. Naturally, no one believed him. How could a snail possibly climb a greased pole? Especially one slathered in used motor oil. When the starting signal was given, the participants rushed the pole. They elbowed each other, slipped, and tumbled down. Meanwhile, Grandpa Usman cheered Turbo on. Come on, son, keep grooving, remember the beat. Miraculously, Turbo began to move towards the pole. With a slow but steady pace, it stuck its slimy body to the slippery wood. The spectators burst into laughter at the absurd sight. What's that snail going to do? Maybe it wants to eat the pole. No way it can climb that, it's too slippery. However, Turbo kept crawling. Its sticky slime surprisingly provided incredible traction. Although incredibly slow, it continued to move upwards, leaving a glistening trail of slime behind it. The other contestants had already given up, exhausted and covered in oil. Finally, after a dramatic, and very slow, struggle, Turbo reached the top of the pole. It nudged the hanging prizes, causing them to fall to the ground. The entire audience fell silent, then erupted in even louder laughter than before. Grandpa Usman stepped forward with a wide grin. Well? Didn't I tell you Turbo was a champion? The confused competition committee finally gave the main prize to Grandpa Usman and Turbo. Prize? A sack of fresh lettuce, Turbo's favorite food. From that day on, Turbo became a legend in Konoha Super Village. Every Independence Day celebration, people will always ask, Grandpa, will Turbo enter the competition again? And Grandpa Usman, proudly, would reply, of course, as long as the radio is playing loud.